UFC Vegas has come to an end. I'm going to be talking about all the fights and everything that happened because it's a lot to unload. This is like the most political UFC event ever, and it was really just weird. But first of all, I want to say thank you for all the awesome comments and support I've gotten lately. It's been really, really, really cool. Also, I have 2 breakdowns on this event. If you want to check them out, they're like 30 to 45 seconds, and they're a little bit silly, and you get to see some of the action. But we're going to go right into this breakdown. We got Kevin Holland versus Darren Stewart. This went to a decision. Kevin Holland got the nod. This was kind of a back and forth fight. Holland kind of controlled the octagon for the most part, but Stewart definitely had his moments. The next fight, I'm going to be dead honest with you guys. I left to go get some BK because I'm a little bit hungover and I needed some food in my belly. So Mackenzie Dern got the submission victory in the first round. It seemed like a lot of first round finishes just overall in this UFC event. I'm only going over the main card. But in the prelims, there were a lot of first-round submissions and knockouts. Next, we had a light heavyweight bout between Johnny Walker and Ryan Spann. I was looking forward to this. Johnny Walker always brings it and makes some entertaining content when it comes to his fighting skills. He just puts on a show. And Ryan Spann is on like an 8-fight winning streak or something crazy, or was on an 8-fight winning streak. He went on to lose this in a first-round knockout. This fight was an absolute barn burner, back and forth for the 3 minutes it lasted, but Johnny Walker would get a win. He would celebrate by going crisscross applesauce on the ground and meditating, and then he would just like hop in his coach's arms and take a picture with him. He's just a funny dude. Like, I'm hoping he has a fight against like Jerry Prochaska, that guy who just came from Ryzen, I think he came from. But I think that would be a really good fight. They're both just crazy. They go for knockouts, and it's usually a first-round finish for either of them, whether they win or lose. Next, we have the hype train, Khamzat Chimaev versus Gerald Meerschaert. A lot of bad blood going into this one. Meerschaert looked like he felt like he was being overlooked because Damian Maia versus Chimaev was being looked at, so they were kind of double bucking Chimaev. Chimaev just keeps rolling in terms of that hype train. He comes out, 1-punch knockout, 17-second knockout, just insane. He proves that he deserves to be there. He deserves to fight a top 10 opponent, and crazy. It's craziness. It's insane what he's doing. And you can't even compare him to Khabib anymore, because when have we seen Khabib ever just come out and destroy someone like that with a punch? But his striking's good, his wrestling's good, so he's the makings of a star. He's super confident. So if you like this dude, you're happy with how this turned out, and if you're bothered by him, this outcome does not please you at all. Next, we had the friendly Nico Price versus Donald Cowboy Cerrone. I was really looking forward to this fight, and I really didn't want Cowboy to lose. So I'm happy he didn't, even though had eye pokes not been a factor, he would have lost this fight. Nico Price just couldn't keep his fingers to himself. He kept poking Cowboy in the eyes, and he lost a point, and therefore he actually had a draw. And there was one judge that gave Cowboy 2 of the 3 rounds, I believe. They had him winning, which I thought was I don't know what that judge was seeing. Personally, I had Nico winning all 3 rounds, but I mean, not the first one. Technically, they called that one a draw because, he had the point deducted because of the eye pokes. But we're going to go to the final event, the most political one. You had Colby talking about Trump all week. You had Tyron Woodley doing the Black Lives Matter press conference where he just answered everything with, "I'm just glad that Black Lives Matter." Very political for UFC, but more of the same. Colby Covington, just insane pressure. Tyron Woodley does not look like Tyron Woodley. He's freezing up. Just disappointed from Woodley's perspective. Colby's he's keep going on. He's continuing what he does, and he'll probably fight for the belt in his next fight because he fought Robbie, he fought Tyron, and it looks like he's probably going to fight whoever wins between Gilbert Burns and Kamaru Usman. After the fight, by the way, let's just talk about it. It was a finish. It was in the 5th round. Tyron needed a knockout to win, but he got taken down, and it looked like he had like a rib injury of some sort. So he lost the fight. He got stopped. First person to stop Tyron Woodley in forever. I don't even know. I think he's been stopped before. He's definitely been stopped before. I forget who stopped him. But then Colby went on to, the interview afterwards, and he was talking to President Trump on the phone, and then he was trash talking Kamaru Usman because Usman was being like an analyst there talking. Just a lot of cringe talk back and forth between the two of them. So I guess it's just setting up that second fight between them, which should be a really, really, really good fight. The first one was crazy because their wrestling like cancels each other out. So it just ended up being a kickboxing match, and it was really good. So I'm looking forward to that. But those guys got to be careful because, you got Chimaev waiting in the wings. If he gets a win over Damian Maia, who's a top 10, I believe he's top 10, right? He might have fallen in the 10 to 15 range. I don't know where he stands in the welterweight rankings, if I'm being honest. But Chimaev is coming, and I wouldn't be surprised if Chimaev gets a title shot if he wins his next couple fights pretty soon. We could see him getting a title fight as soon as next year. Just insanity happening in that welterweight division. The revolving door is insane. But yeah, that's UFC Vegas 11. I'm going to sleep now because I keep making content, and I'm tired and it's late, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed UFC Vegas 11, and I will see you, for some future videos because we got Izzy versus Costa next weekend. So peace, guys.